From the director of K.G.F. and K.G.F. Part 2 comes Salaar Part 1, Ceasefire. But then where's K.G.F. Part 3? Chase Liaki here at the Blue Futon reviewing Salaar Part 1, Ceasefire. What's this about? I'm going to read it to you because a gang leader makes a promise to a dying friend by taking on other criminal gangs. So, did I like this film? Yes and no. I'm more on the positive of this story, but oh my god, there is a lot going on. I think they did too much going on. And like I said, if you didn't like K.G.F's editing, style, color of the lenses, you're not going to like this film because it is very much a K.G.F style of film. How it's edited, directed, acted, color palette. Kind of like I said, and I'm repeating myself. Shut up. But we'll talk about the positives. I do think the action sequences are pretty solid in this story. They felt grounded, but I do think K.G.F Part 2's, the final 45-minute shenanigans, really is hard to beat with this story because this is, of course, in two halves. Part 1 and Part 2. Even though I'm saying Part 1, Part 2, I'm talking about the intermission part because the first half is kind of, him slowly putting those fists in the sky and realizing what's he going to have to do because he's been kind of contained and his mother's been containing him and they've been running around trying to be safe because something happened in their past about, him and best friend giving land to someone else and he's just basically running away and the guy's like, if you need help, call me. And now 30 minutes later, something is happening. And it's very interesting because it's like this weird region of like India and Pakistan with like a region within 29 different regions. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on in the first half of the movie. The second half of the movie is kind of the backstory of how these 29 regions occurred. Then you have like Serbia, you have Russians, you have Ukrainians, you have South Sudanese, and you have a lot of different gangs randomly coming into this region now that are almost connected to these other parts of regions in this Indian region. That a lot is going on. And like I said, there was some confusion for me. I will not lie. Shit got confusing, especially why this rogue 3, people, if you want to put it that way, that are in charge of this land decided to go on this rogue, just fucking start massacring people, which I didn't understand why that was. Yes, they may want to do it to get more land. And when they did that, yes, this is a bloody film. Heads are getting chopped off. Limbs are getting chopped off. Shit is going down. I truly enjoy that because some Indian movies, they decided to go that route. But with Leo, they decided to, censor some of this stuff. And yes, I know for a fact there are different regions in India that have different censorship boards for what can be shown. And this got like the A rating, like the adult rating, just like I think Animal did, which I still need to watch Animal. But I heard that's even more like barbaric than this movie. But this movie, yes, it pushes the boundaries, and it's really good. Like I said, there are some scenes in this movie, though, especially the one where this women village scene where it kind of like, come on, let's go. The pacing's kind of weird, and let's continue on with what you're trying to do. Because I do understand that this guy's like, nah, hell nah, you're going to rape if you want to put this as 16, 14-year-old. He's like, fuck that. And yes, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the revenge part of this film. But there are just some director styles or elements which I don't know if it really fit the overall story. And it's very interesting. You would have something that looks so good than other elements, like when you're seeing these suburbians, you're seeing these South Sudanese that look so fake. Like, it is such a two-part movie of what he was trying to do that it did take me out of some of the film. And like I said, I was so confused with some of the characters, what they're trying to do, and the overall aspect, like the seal. What's with this seal? Because the only part you know about the seal is if someone goes against the seal, you're automatically starting a war. But whose seal is it? Is it his best friend with the nose ring? Or is this guy that's hiding in the shadows? I don't know. And it's like now for a fact, since the guy in the shadows stopped the seal, he automatically starts a war with his best friend with the nose ring. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Because yes, I know for a fact it's going to be a part 2. There literally is going to be a part 2, period, dot. But I just want to know more about who these other gang people from these other countries are coming from. Just a little bit confused overall. But overall, Salaar Part 1 Ceasefire, I can't say I was entertained because I was so freaking entertained. It was fun. It had bombastic action, ridiculousness to it. But like I said, if you did not like K.G.F style of filmmaking, color palette, lenses, you are not going to like this film. Salaar, Part 1, Ceasefire, will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futon. It goes at 70%. We'll see the Critics' News scores gave this one. The Critics at 86% with 7 of them. Audience score 87% with over 250. No critic consensus. I do think one of the people that hated it, gave it a 1 out of 5. But you have 7 out of 10s, 7.5 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s. So people do enjoy this one. But like I said, I'm a white Westerner. I was probably just a little bit confused. So 70, 87, 86? Yeah, Chase Hockey here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope everyone thinks Bhutontopia. You both Tony's have a great day. Not care what to take tomorrow, a week from now, a month, or a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. Enjoy life. And like I said, what's going to come first? Salaar Part 2 or K.G.F Part 3? Is K.G.F Part 3 even going to happen?